Race to Witch Mountain. What an exciting movie. Tell me about your really fun and interesting characters.
Well, I play Sarah, and she's an alien, and she basically, I have some pretty awesome powers. I'm telekinetic, so I can move objects with my mind, and I'm telepathic, so I can read people's minds. And my character, she's really caring and in touch with the human soul, and she's always reading people's minds, and she's a lot about feeling, and she's more trusting of Dwayne, and she definitely has hope for humanity and saving this planet and saving our planet.
My character Seth has even cooler powers, and he can phase, so he can control his molecular density. Which means if you got really angry at me and threw that chair at me, I can make it go through me, or I can condense my molecules so I can withstand the greatest of impacts. And what I loved about my character is, honestly, he's nothing like me. At the start of the movie, towards the beginning, he's very reserved, very determined just to get to where he needs to go. He doesn't trust anyone except for his sister, and he just wants to get back home to save two worlds alongside his sister, as opposed to Sarah, where obviously AnnaSophia said she's very trusting. And there's great moments in this film where a lot of brother and sister moments, and what I love about this film is, it's an action-packed adventure, completely pumped up, roller coaster ride, but there's some great comedy, and most of all, there's some great heart, which I really loved about it.
Absolutely great heart, and you know what? A lot of that comes from you guys worked so well together, and there's this sort of otherworldly feel. The fact that you're playing aliens is one thing, but when you watch it on screen, it really feels like it. So tell me the secret to playing an alien.
Well, we worked with Andy Fickman, our brilliant director, a lot on what our characters were going to be like, because no one really knows what an alien is like. So Alexander and I had long conversations between both of us and also our director, and we had a great time creating these characters and their mannerisms and creating backstory of what their personal lives were like back on their planet, and how do we understand, human humor, and how do we understand, the way they talk and act and move and their vocabulary and all that great stuff.
And one thing I loved about Andy as a director is that he really wanted to make this as realistic as possible. So if two aliens extraterrestrials had come down to Earth, this is how the government would react, this is how the people would react. And I felt like he did a great job at that. I mean, they did so much research from going to NORAD, studying the facilities. They based everything on Reach Mountain off of the nation's top secret facilities in real life. So I thought that was just fantastic.
Andy, you talked about him being brilliant, and it's true, because one of the first things that he talked about when he got the opportunity to do this film was the casting of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This is a guy who you just can't help, you watch him on screen, you can't help but you like him.
Yeah.
Tell me about working with him on a daily basis.
Well, it was actually the complete opposite. I mean, you just know, no, I'm kidding. He's absolutely phenomenal, such a professional.
No, Dwayne was amazing to work with. He is so professional and so respectful and kind to everybody on set, and he's a really dedicated actor, and he'll run lines, he'll change lines. I mean, he's really committed, and it was really a pleasure working with him and an honor, and he's a great role model for young kids and for adults, for everybody.
He's honestly been such a mentor, and he's honestly been acted like our older brother, and he's just been incredible. And we've really we've really just become one big family on and off screen, and it's just been the ride of a lifetime, and I hope it continues, because it's just been amazing.
Working in a movie like Race to Witch Mountain, which you're dealing with aliens, and it's fast paced and it's action packed. Was there any better environment than staging this in Las Vegas? What was it like to actually shoot on location in Las Vegas?
It was amazing. I mean, it had such great energy, and it's really so visually appealing. And there's so much eye candy to look at, and there's just all the energy of the film is in Vegas. I mean, could you imagine being an alien and the first place you go is Las Vegas? It's crazy.
Honestly, props to the crew for actually being able to control everyone, because it was nuts. I mean, some of the scenes were so difficult to be able to film with all these people going crazy. I mean,
we were filming in a running casino.
Yeah, I mean, the second you got Dwayne stepping on the set, I mean, alone, that's just one thing. And then you've got actually cameras and people who won't leave their slot machines. So it's just absolutely ridiculous. But I love this city, and I love the people here.
That's great. Thank you both so
Thank
much.
you
That
so
was
much.
awesome.
Great meeting you.
Two good interviews. I appreciate it.